Hey everybody, and welcome to the BullSheepParty, and welcome to part 9 of whatever this is. Now, I should be making $1 billion in this series, but it's easier said than done. That said, I did a lot of things this week, so without further ado, let's get started. Oh, and like and subscribe and all that stuff. And this week, we start our adventure here in... you should be seeing this. That's better. Anyway, unlike last week where I took the majority of the video to answer negative comments, in this one we're gonna be making money, and more specifically we're gonna be completing the Puerto Rico heist with the newly added panther statue. But bullsheep, the panther statue isn't new. Well, it's new as of the recording of this video, so shut up! And after calling my Kosatka, returning it, calling it back, and returning it again, I called it one more time, and voila! All we need to do now is get inside, stack up on free snacks, become the president of a motorcycle club, pay 25 Gs for the heist, and get started with the preparation for it. So, off to Puerto Rico Island to scope out the place. And you guys are telling me I don't know how to edit. Take that, haters! Anyways, the goal here is to reach the tower, complete this stupid minigame that I still don't understand, then look through the security cameras, and there's our prize. That's the panther statue. And with that done, the final thing that I want to do on the island is scope out the final extraction point that I actually missed last time. Okay, I guess that's not it. And this one I can send. Oh wow, what a huge difference. Thank you, game. Anyway, with that discovered, it's time to get caught and get off the island. And yes, that's faster and easier than going back. And after the long trip, we're finally back in Los Santos, and I'm wondering, how much is the Deluxo? Okay, so it's 3.5 million or 4.7, but we've completed... Oh, no, we haven't. Okay, so it's gonna cost me about 5 million bucks to get it. So that's clearly out of my price range. And the thing is, the Deluxo is very convenient for all the setups. It really cuts down on time. So what am I to do? Hey, I remember one commenter telling me about the Sparrow and how good it is for all the setups. So let's see how much that costs. Okay, that's a good chunk of change, 1.8 million, but I think it's gonna be worth it, and hey, how bad can it be? So let's buy it and continue with the setups for the Puerto Rico heist. And the goal here is to locate the Sparrow. Sparrow! 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 There you are! So with the Sparrow discovered, let's go to Fort Zancudo and get the Alconost. Shh! I'm hunting for a wabbit. Bad wabbit, bad wabbit, bad wabbit! Oh, well that was just unfair. Anyway, I somehow managed to steal the Alconost, delivered it, and we are back at the submarine for the second part of the Alconost challenge setup thing. And this one's gonna be a piece of cake as I have the Sparrow now. How predictable. And no, I'm not kidding, I actually failed this one, with the result being this. No propeller, no problem. That's 20 minutes of my life down the toilet. Let's try a new anger management technique I've been working on. No, see, I still don't feel better. No, not yet. Okay, now I feel good. And you know how some people say you can overdo something? I kinda overdid it. Anyways, tried it again, and this time I got the other pilot setup, which is a lot easier. And after completing it, next thing on the list is getting the demolition charges. Okay, done. Next. And it looks like we're gonna have to steal the plasma cutter as well. This one's a little bit lame as well, so let's skip to the end. And in case you didn't know, you could land the Sparrow on top of the sub. What? I said that you could, not that I did. Again, guys, the channel's called the BullSheepParty. What did you expect? Next up, we'll have the fingerprint cloner, and we're done. With the space, the video's gonna be about 4.5 minutes long. But don't worry, you probably already know that that's not gonna be the case. So after choosing the aggressor weapon loadout and completing it... I said completing it, not starting it, thank you. We're finally ready to take on the 3 disruptions. And truth be told, because I've been doing the disruptions with the Deluxo so far on my other account, I've only been able to complete 2 out of the 3 every single time. This one, taking out the arms dealer, I've had no problem with. It's easy. All you need to do is take out the 3 arms dealers. See? 1, 2, and 3. Now let's pretend that little thing with the helicopter didn't happen on 2, okay? Anyways, with that done, we're off to the Kosatka to start the other disruption. And the armor disruption is the other one that I've been able to do consistently with the Deluxo, so we shouldn't encounter any problems here either. That looks like a problem. Okay, story time. The problem that I'm having with the Sparrow right now is that it doesn't lock on the targets. What I'm used to and what I used to do with the Deluxo was chuck grenades and remote charges to the armor shipments. And that worked like a charm. Too bad I'm too far away now. And one thing that should be mentioned here is that if you fail a disruption, you're failing it for the rest of the heist, meaning you can't retry it for this particular setup. But anyways, to make a long story short, this is a pretty easy one, so I was able to not fail it. And with that, only one disruption remains. The air support one. And this I've been never able to complete with the Deluxo because of its slow speed and the sheer time it takes me to get from one side of the map to the other. But here, the Sparrow is working flawlessly. First, it's faster than the Deluxo, and secondly, the missiles have a lock-on feature, which makes this disruption insanely easy to complete. Only an idiot could fail it. I mean, a different idiot. And with that, everything is done for the heist. All disruptions are completed and all mandatory work is done. So we're off to the Cayo Perico Island one more time to finally steal the Panther statue. And no joke guys, I was able to complete this first try. I mean, spoilers. But anyway, if you've completed the Cayo Perico heist, it's pretty much the same type of deal. You infiltrate it, go through the main gate, at least I did, and once we're inside we need to make our way to El Rubio's office, which is easier said than done. But I gotta say, I have no complaints on this difficulty. And once we're in the office, there's a hidden safe right here that you can get some extra money from. Then we need to do the insanely easy fingerprint scanner puzzle thing. Go to the basement, explosion! I'm using my plasma cutter, and finally we got the statue. And now it's as simple as tracing our steps back. So, get out of the basement, and from El Rubio's office we need to make our way back to the main gate. And exit, and the thing is that the game saves right here. So in case you die, you're gonna respawn right here. And by right here I mean you need to trigger the animation in order to save. And from here, since he doesn't even have air support, it's all smooth sailing. And yes, I wasn't paying attention, so I died one time, but nothing worthy to show you guys. But anyways, from here we need to get to the dock, get on the boat, and leave the island. And it's as simple as that. And if you're paying attention to the top left of the screen, I'm always having my snacks on hand, in case I take some damage. And with that, back to Los Santos, collect our reward, and we're done with the heist. $1.7 million in the bank. Wait, how much did I spend for the Sparrow? Anyways, that's not important. And I think with that, this is gonna be a good point to end the video. Thank you. So, was that objective complete? Interesting. What are the other two objectives? Set myself to look for an MC and hold up a store. I can do that. So done and done. And with that, it's time to end this one. Thank you so much to everybody that watched. Hopefully you liked the video, and if that's the case, please don't forget to give it a like. I just got an achievement for reaching level 50. Subscribe for more content from the BullSheepParty. Once again, thanks so much to everybody that watched, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Finally I can rest. What do you want, Lamar?